Thank y'all for tuning in. We are setting the intention of slowing down and just being together in community, and you are also a part of that. Okay, let's start out by lying down in Shavasana. Allowing your body to rest on the earth. Allow your breath to soften as you breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. One more like that. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Continuing to allow your breath to be slow and soft. And taking this moment to take a scan of your body. To notice what is alive within you. And where your attention is being drawn. Starting from the crown of your head, moving through your face, your neck and shoulders. Drawing awareness to your arms all the way through the tips of your fingers. Moving through your chest, down your torso. Noticing sensation in your hips, down your legs, and all the way to the tips of your toes. Noticing with no judgment, just honoring the wisdom of your body. And as we go on this journey together today, a pure organism and creation we are making together, giving yourself permission to let go of the outside world. This is the only place you have to be for this next bit of time. One more deep breath here. And exhale. Nice breathing. And then gently starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Small movements that you can really pay attention to. Softly rocking the head from side to side. And then as you feel ready, hugging your knees into your chest. Getting in touch with those hip flexors and slowly rocking from side to side, massaging out your sacrum, that low back. Continuing to breathe, inhale and exhale. From here, keep your right knee hugged in and extend your left leg out. You can also do this with your foot on the floor and knee bent, but allow that leg to rest on the earth. Good. From here, you're going to keep your left hand on the right shin. Extend your right arm out to the side and come into a twist. And if your right shoulder comes up, let it come up. Just getting into the hip, allowing the spine to twist a bit. Deep breath in. And full breath out. Lovely. And then on your next inhale, come on back. Hugging that right knee into your chest. And then gently extending that right leg to meet the left. And this time, reach your arms overhead if you have space. Otherwise, just tee them out to the side. And stretch your body, fingertips away from toes. And then on your exhale, hug the left knee into your chest. Good. So squeezing that knee in, gently feeling that hip flexor open up. And those right toes are engaged, not to your full extent, but make sure you can feel energy in that right foot. From here, keeping your right hand holding your left shin, and then twisting to the second side, allowing your left arm to just extend out in a loose way. Letting that left shoulder come up if it needs to. Deep breath in. Full breath out. And on your next inhale, come on back to center. One more posture on our back here. What you're going to do, this is a variation of supine gomukhasana. Don't worry if you don't know what that is. I'm going to take you there. So you're going to cross that right knee over the left. And you might just stay here and hug your shins in a little bit closer. And just see how that feels today. We're just getting warmed up. If your body is calling for a little more, you can start to extend your legs out to the side. Keep those knees in. Maybe holding onto the shins, maybe grabbing onto the outer edges of the feet. Continue to press down through your low back and allow your head to stay on the earth. I'm going to take a look and see how we're doing here. Good, y'all. Beautiful. Deep breath in. Welcome to whoever just came in. Oh, we're in the middle of a class. Can I talk to you?
Can you tell somebody to move the car away from where I'm parked? Usually park and I'm taking stuff out today for garbage. Okay?
Yeah.
Where the white car is. That's what I need now.
Okay.
Okay? That's across the street. You got plenty of room on this side of the street.
Okay.
Okay?
Go ahead and release your legs and allow your feet to come to the earth and just windshield wiper your knees from side to side, honoring that life comes in and out. Okay. All right. So, if you're parked on the other side of the street, would you mind? You can park in the driveway. You can just park right next to my car. Thank you. Oh my gosh, the beauty of living in society, right? Community. Yeah, I do. Let us switch sides. We're just going to keep going. So go ahead and bring that left knee over the right. And if you'd like to, you can just start by hugging those shins into your chest. And also, some of you are doing supine pigeon, and that's perfect to help open up those hips too. All right. So from here, you can either keep those shins or you can grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Allowing yourself to detach from our little blip in our class. Just honoring that we are building strength and tolerance. So we're on that second side with the left knee over the right. Yeah, there you go. Good. And we'll take just a handful more of breath here. So slowly and softly pressing that low back into the earth as you stay here. Breathing in and breathing out. Just giving your hips permission to open up. We want to even out the sides, so let's stay for about 3 more deep breaths wherever you are. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And 1 more deep breath. Exhale. And then gently releasing whatever formation your legs are in and just windshield wiper those knees from side to side. Unwinding and perhaps getting a little glute massage here. Breathing deeply. Good. From here, hug those knees into your chest and start to rock and roll forward and back along your mat. Just massaging out the spine and waking up all those spaces in between your vertebrae. Okay, and here's a little surprise. Let's come right in to Navasana. So staying here, or always an option. I know some days I don't feel like being here. You can allow the tips of your toes to rest on the earth. You can also grab the backs of your thighs. Okay, let's reach those hearts forward. Inhaling deeply. Exhale, hold. Just 2 more breaths, y'all. We're in this together. Inhale. Exhale. And let this last one out of your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. And then let your feet come out in front of you. Hands grab a hold of the shins. And then you're going to inhale, reach that chest forward. Exhale, rounding out the spine. Inhale, reach the chest forward, opening up. Exhale, rounding out the spine. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. One more time through Navasana, boat pose, just coming right in. Reaching the heart forward. And if you would like to, stay here. Otherwise, come with me. Exhale, low boat, lowering down. Good. Inhale, up. 2 more times. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, up. Last one here. You got this. And inhale, up. Let the feet drop. And same thing to stretch out that work. Inhale, heart reaches forward. And exhale, rounding out the spine. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, rounding out. And one more like that. Inhaling forward. And exhaling. Inhale, come on back to the center. And then make your way into a tabletop position on your mat. Good. Let's do a couple rounds of cat-cow to continue. And again, if you do need an extra mat, you're feeling your knees, you can totally come up here and grab one. If you want to double pat it, yeah, go for it. So let's start to do some cat-cows here. Inhaling up, gazing up, exhaling, rounding out the spine, opposite flexion. Keep going, and I'm going to take my sweater off really quick here. In and out. Let's do one more round. And exhale. All right, coming back with a neutral spine. We're going to kick up the heat a little bit. So tuck your toes under here and then extend that right leg behind you. And we're going to exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Now, this is a Kundalini warm-up if you want it to be. Stay slow. We're going to continue this repetition for just a little bit. If you would like to speed it up, it'll look like this. Exhale, inhale, exhale. And I invite you to take any speed that feels good here. I'm going to continue at a medium speed, but if you'd like that Kundalini action there, go for it. Good. Moving energy. Moving it through your body, feeling the energy move through your feet, feeling the fire. About 10 more seconds here. Following your breath, you're almost there. Keep going. And on your next inhale, extend the right leg back. Hold here, breathe deeply. We're almost there. Exhale, right foot gently steps forward, wiggling it forward. Whew, I know that's an intense one. So scooch that left knee back so you got a nice stretch in the hip flexor here in this low lunge. I know it really does build the heat right there. Roll your shoulders away, gaze up. And then squeezing your knee and the heel, the front heel together to find your balance. We're going to inhale, come on up. Anjaneyasana, letting your shoulders roll away from your ears and reaching through the fingertips. And now think of something that you would like to let go of. This is a beautiful way to move energy. So let's inhale, reach fingers up, exhale through your mouth. Sweeping your arms back. And again, inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, last one. Exhale. Then inhale, slowly reach the fingers up. Exhale, hands come to frame that right foot. One more posture on this side, allowing yourself to come into Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. So please keep a tiny bend in that right knee. And then I'm going to give you a little nuance here. So allowing your toes to move in a semicircle. So you're rotating your foot from side to side, and notice the different places you can get to. And you can rock your hips from side to side too, just to check it out. You can usually find a good sweet spot with that IT band. And make sure your heart's still reaching forward here. Beautiful, yes. Good. Let's take one more pass from side to side here. And then meet me in the center with those toes facing up. Allowing your foot to come back down to the earth. Roll the shoulders away. Press through the back foot and lift that back knee. Stay here for a few breaths. If you'd like a little more of a challenge, you can hover those fingers. If you'd like a little more of a challenge, you can reach your arms behind you. I'm going to keep my hands on the floor today, but I honor whatever you choose. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. 2 more breaths. You got this. Reach that heart forward. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Last breath. Almost there. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down to frame that right foot. And this time, let's step it back into a downward facing dog. Bending one knee and then the other. Allowing your head to hang. And as always, you can transition to puppy pose if that feels better on the wrist today. That is always an option. Just down dog on your knees. That's all it is. Good. So let those shoulders just fall away from your ears as your head hangs, feeling that tension release in your neck. Really great, you guys. Looks beautiful. Good. Yeah, on your next inhale, rolling yourself forward to a plank position. Shoulders roll away and go ahead and gaze forward. Good. And now knees drop to the earth, lowering all the way down, holding those elbows in towards your ribs as you lower. Nice, y'all. And bringing the tops of your feet to the earth. Engage the legs, and as you come into baby cobra, roll the shoulders away. Inhale here. Exhale, folding forward. Good, let's do 2 more. Inhale here. Heart reaches forward. Yes. Exhale, fold. This time, fingertips can come off the earth into jellyfish hands if you'd like. And then inhale. Yeah, that was confusing how I said that. Exhale, folding forward. But that's a good one, too. That builds so much strength. Okay, hands come under shoulders now. Tuck the toes under, and let's press ourselves up through plank and downward facing dog. Come on back. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. And then go ahead and lower back down to a tabletop position. I'm going to give you a funky adjustment that I was reminded of this morning when I was doing my yoga. So you're going to interlace your hands and then press your palms away so you get a nice stretch through the hands and wrists, and then bring this forward, and then you're going to do your cat-cows here. So your hands should still be underneath where the shoulders would be, so y'all can bring those a little bit more forward. Yeah, just like that. Good. And now inhale, reaching your gaze up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Good. A couple more here. Noticing the differences when you have a more narrow stance with the shoulders. Exhale. When it's a little funky variation. Noticing if you're maybe a little more present, so it's not just muscle memory of cat-cow. Honoring that sometimes when we switch things up in our lives, we might pay more attention. Good. Let's take 2 more here. Inhale. And exhale. Nice breath, y'all. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to center. And releasing your hands, come back into tabletop position. Just noticing the openness in your hands. We're going to come into the other side now. So tuck those toes under. And without thinking too much about it, reach that left leg back. Drop that left hip as you can. Mine always rides up on this one, so just be gentle. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Choosing your pace. You can choose to move a little faster. That looks like this. But I'm going to keep it at the medium today, so you choose what you would like. Sometimes it can help us kick through some energy if we're upset. I'm going to teach Mike this pose later. He's my neighbor who came in, y'all. Sorry, keep going. I know you're still here. I'm with you. Good, just a little bit longer, y'all. You got this. I know that right hip is probably talking to you. That left hip is talking, but we're almost there. We're moving energy. Such a powerful pose. For 3, 2, and 1. Extend that left leg back. Feel your strength. And exhale, left knee to nose, gently stepping that left foot forward. Take a breath before we come up. Realign your body, feeling this posture and the energy that comes with it. Rolling the shoulders away. Deep breath in and out. Yeah, nice. Inhale, reaching the arms up, extending through your fingertips. Deep breath in. Exhale, maybe sink a little deeper. All right, let's sweep it through. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it go. Last one. Exhale. Now inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands drift down, float down to frame that right foot. Sorry, left foot. Okay, roll those shoulders away. Let's lift that right knee, coming into this medium lunge here, and choose your own adventure here. So we can hover our fingers. You can reach your hands back, or like I'm gonna do, keep your hands on the earth. It is very strong posture no matter what you decide. Press through that back leg. Reach your heart forward more. Oh my gosh, yes. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, hold. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Good. Plant your hands, step back. Downward facing dog, pedaling out your feet from side to side. Feel the strength and this warmth that you have built. And then ask yourself, would I like a vinyasa right now? Which is that same thing we did before, which I'll demonstrate. Would I like to rest in child's pose or stay in down dog, honoring what your body needs? If you'd like to come with me, inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, cobra or any variation of back bend. Exhale, release. And let's all press back into child's pose. That's what the community is telling us right now. I want a nice little child's pose too. Good. So notice any shifts and changes within you, within your body since you first started your practice. And notice the depth of your breath. And then notice the music being created alongside this class. Let your whole body listen in this moment. Let's take 1 more deep breath in child's pose. And then on your next inhale, gazing forward at your fingers, gently drawing yourself back into tabletop pose. Let's build upon our flow. So we're going to start the same way, but y'all, not as long this time, I promise, just 3 times. So rooting through your left knee, reach your right leg back, coming into 3-limb table. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to nose. Feel that core strength. Inhale back. Last one, knee to nose. Gently step the right foot forward. Good. Take a beat. Roll those shoulders away. Inhale. Exhale. And then bringing it up a notch right away. Lifting that back knee. Coming into medium lunge here. You're on the ball of your back foot if that fits. Yeah, you can also spin that foot flat if you'd rather. It's totally fine. And then let's start out by hovering those fingers. Find your drishti, find your gaze point in front of you that's going to help you balance. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Good, sinking into that front knee. Bring your hands to your hips for a moment. Bend that back knee and notice how your pelvis moves a little bit forward. Feeling that alignment, and then go ahead and straighten out that back knee. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale, let things go. Keep your drishti. This is a balancing pose. Inhale. Exhale. Last one here. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Reach all the way up. And this time, just let your hands float down to frame the right foot. Okay, you're going to spin that back foot flat and step it in a little bit. Now, in this way, you may have to get off the floor and interlace your hands on your thigh if you're feeling really tight today. But I think most of us could move that left foot towards the left just a little bit to give yourself hip-width distance here. So, yeah, just like that. And then your hips are facing, they're like headlights facing the forward here, so I always have to step pretty far to the side. And then let yourself just fold over. Pyramid pose. Your hands can be on the floor if that's comfortable. Otherwise, just keep them on the shin. And you can straighten out that front knee so you're not working that quad so much if you'd like. Yeah, just like that. And Tyler, it may be more restful to move your hands down a little bit. Yeah, just like that. And then let your head hang. Just noticing your body, giving yourself this stretch. Good. Right hip moves back, left hip moves forward. Yeah, good. One more deep breath here. And exhale. All right, y'all. We're going to get a little funky now. So there's been a lot of funk music this weekend, so let's keep with it. And you're going to start to walk listen carefully. You're going to walk your hands over to the right, and then you're going to spin onto the outer edges of both feet, not unlike this Gomukhasana we started with. And you're going to be facing the side of your mat. If anyone needs a little help, let me know. Your both feet are relatively straight, and my love, you want to step this foot a little bit more onto your mat. Yeah, keep it going, and a little bit of a shorter stance. Yes, there it is. Good. Okay, breathe here. I know this one's intense. Good. If you'd like just a little more addition, root down through your left hand and reach up through your right hand. We're all twisted up. This could also be called pretzel pose. Yeah. Okay, one more deep breath. Almost there. And exhale. Right hand comes down. And now spin yourself to the other side of your mat, coming into just a wide-legged forward fold here. A little bend in the knees. Let your head hang. Yeah, and if it feels good, you can grab opposite elbows and sway from side to side. So whenever we do these postures that kind of switch up the sides of our body, it's very good to connect the left and right sides of your brain, actually. It helps strengthen that corpus callosum, which is the part in between the right and left. That's very simplified, so if anyone's watching this online and wants to expand upon that, I invite you to. Good. Rocking from side to side, breathing deeply here. You're in your wide-legged forward fold. Good. Nice. Deep breath in. And full breath out. Okay. From here, you can release your elbows if you've got them. Then we're going to gently move back to the front of the mat with the right foot forward, right knee bent. One more posture on this side just to get into those inner hips. We're going to come into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So you're going to spin that left foot flat. And last time I told you to keep your feet separate. This time they're kind of in one line. Yeah, bending into the right knee and then swoop those arms up. And you can bend and straighten that right knee just to kind of lubricate those hips, knee joint. And as you feel ready, sinking into this posture, shoulders fall away. Playing with that relaxation in the midst of working hard with the lower body. And that also comes out into our lives. I know we're still here. Hold here for a few more breaths. But this comes into our lives. How do we relax in the midst of stress, in the midst of the ongoings of our life? Our body remembers and helps our mind remember. One more deep breath. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, reverse triangle, almost straightening out that front knee, getting a nice side stretch here. Good, y'all. Okay, inhale softly, windmilling, hands down to the earth, framing the right foot, stepping the left foot towards the left a little bit, and then downward facing dog. meeting me there, or puppy pose always. Option, stay here, rest in child's pose, or move through a vinyasa with me, choosing what feels good to you. Lowering down, inhaling into your back bend of choice that feels good, and then making your way back, downward facing dog. If you're choosing to hold down dog right now, go ahead and try something. Walk your feet to the outer edges of your mat. If you're in child's pose and you're loving it, please stay there. Bend into your knees and then reach your sit bones more up towards the sky, letting your head drop down. Really bending those knees a lot. And then one last thing here, you're going to resist your feet away from you, and you should get a nice opening of that sacrum here. And if you can't find it, just let me know and I'll see what I can do to help. Good, let's take one more breath in this variation. Good, and then step your feet about hip width distance, and you can almost straighten those legs if that feels good. Let's take one more breath here. Exhale. And then gently drop to those knees. And then go ahead and sit back on those heels for a moment. Just wiggle it out. Nice job on that side. I know it was a little different than usual. The brain with that one pose. Okay, let's start to come into the next side. We'll do a little couple things before standing postures. So on your inhale this time, go ahead and stand on your knees. Reach your arms overhead, getting a nice shoulder stretch. And then exhale, come back to sit, but round out your spine and tuck your chin here. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach up. Yeah. Exhale, opposite flexion of the spine. 1 more. Inhale, up, open up the chest. Good. Exhale. And then inhale, just stay on those heels, reach your arms up. And now we're going to make our way back into that tabletop position, the funky one with your hands interlaced here. Tiny bend in the elbows though. And then you're going to inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. So a lot of opportunities, keep going. A lot of opportunities can come when we try new things in yoga. Like sometimes there can be frustration. Sometimes we can bring an attitude of silliness, like whatever. No matter what is coming up for you, just allow yourself to be in this moment, honoring your body. Good. The mat really is a place to workshop all that you are going through in your life. And when we go through it on the mat, I find that there's less time that I have to suffer in my life. Good. All right, bring yourself back to center. Separate those hands, let it go. Coming into neutral tabletop. Let's move to the other side. Toes tuck under. And then reach the left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze it in. 2 more. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, hug the knee in towards the nose and gently step that foot forward. Take a beat here. Deep breath in. Exhale. All right, those back toes under. Gently lift that right knee, rolling the shoulders away. And as you feel ready, finding a drishti in front of you, coming all the way up. Really pressing through that back leg and bending into the front knee. Hands come to the hips just to check out our alignment. Bend through the back knee and notice how your hips, your pelvis comes forward a little. Try and keep this for the most part. It's not going to be perfect, but straighten out that right leg. Yeah, good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let it go through your mouth as we sweep our arms back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale. Okay, inhale, reach out. This time, just let your hands float down. Okay, so now as your hands brace on the earth, you're going to step that right foot to the right and forward, shortening out your stance. Yes. Good, that front knee is relatively straight. And you can bring your hands to your shins or thigh because we can't all touch the floor, and days are different. Some days we can and some days we can't. And if you can, keep a tiny bend in that front knee just to help yourself from hyperextension. Good, and just experience this posture. Let your head hang here. And that left hip is energetically pulling back, the right hip coming forward to give yourself a little hip adjustment there. Keep breathing, letting that head hang. Let's take one more deep breath here. Good. And then from here we have our funky pose. So the first step is really to make sure your feet are close enough together, because that can make a big difference. If they're too far apart, this can be trickier. And try and just trust your body and honor that you're going to come there. So you're going to spin to the outer edge of both your feet, and then you're just going to walk your hands to the left side of your mat, and here you are. Keep a little bend to protect yourself here. And both feet are very flexed too, so make sure those toes are flexed. Good. All right, and then if you'd like to take it just a little further, if it doesn't feel balanced here, don't come here. You're going to root through your right hand and lift that left arm up. Otherwise, just stay where you are. Honor where your body is. Beautiful, you guys. Nice job. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. If your top hand is raised, let it come down. And then we're just going to walk our hands up through the top of our mat and come to meet in a wide-legged forward fold, facing the right. Really beautiful, y'all. Way to stay with me and really listen to your body and what you need. Go ahead and just a tiny bend in the knees. Grab opposite elbows if that feels good, and just rock from side to side here. Letting all that go. Now just feeling any tension you might have been holding in your back and shoulders. Feel that just releasing into the earth. This floor, this house is eventually connected to the earth, so just trusting that that energy is going to seep into the ultimate mama, which is earth, in my opinion. Yeah, letting it go, knowing you don't have to hold it anymore. Letting the music wash over you. One more deep, full breath here. And then releasing your elbows if you've got a hold of them. And then we'll come to the front of the mat, pivoting your feet so your left toes are facing forward and gently stepping that right foot back. Now we are aligning for Warrior Two, preparing. So spinning that back foot flat, squeezing your feet together, feel your strength, hands windmill up. Your gaze can be at this middle finger on your left hand if you'd like a one-pointed focus. You can also gaze really wherever you want to. Let's bend and straighten this front knee a little bit. Yeah, so I always give this cue a bunch, but always make sure your knees are just a tiny bit bent. This is especially difficult if you're flexible, like naturally, but that does protect the joints in your knees. I have knee issues and I tended to do that, so this was a big adjustment. All right, let's hold Warrior Two here. Let the shoulders fall away. Deepen your breath. Feel the strength of your legs and try and relax in your shoulders. There's strength in your arms too. There's a lot of strength, but see where you can relax more in your body as you hold this posture. One more breath, almost there. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Good. Inhale, let it go. Reverse triangle pose. As you flip your front palm, almost straighten the front knee. Lean on back. One more breath here. And inhale, using that left arm to help you come up. Hands gently float down to frame that left foot, coming to the ball of your right foot, and then step on back. Down dog, puppy pose, child's pose, and an option to move through a vinyasa if you would like it. Last vinyasa of class. And then we all are going to meet in child's pose as you feel complete. Just allowing yourself to rest. And there's an option to come into wide knee child's pose or knees together. I go through phases. It feels good to stretch my hip flexors now, so I keep it my knees together. But if you'd like more of an inner hip stretch, you can separate those knees and let your torso just fall between them, experimenting with what feels right to you. It's good to change it up sometimes just to see what is there. Let yourself rest. Come back to the intention that you set. Notice if there are more intentions within your heart, within your body, within your breath. Just letting your mind take a break, letting it be quiet. One more deep breath here. Exhale. And gently gazing up at those fingers. Go ahead and walk your hands back, whether your knees are wide or not. You might have your knees together. You might be in what's called saddle pose. And then wherever you are, come on to sit and allow your legs to come out in front of you. And then let's move it all the way to lie down on our backs. And we're going to do a couple supine postures, reclined postures. Hugging the knees into the chest. Gently, once again, rocking from side to side. Feeling your low back open up. Gently let your feet come back to the earth. Option to come into figure 4 pose, or if you would like to try the supine Gomukhasana once again, you can do that. So, if you're coming with me, allow your right knee to come over the left, and then just simply hug the knees in this formation into your chest. That's one option. If you'd like to go just a little deeper, flex your feet a lot, and then start to kick your shins out, grabbing a hold of your shins. And then maybe if it's there for you, you can grab a hold of the outer edges of your feet, pressing your low back into the earth, and then gently pressing your feet towards the earth in this twisted variation. Notice if you feel maybe a little more open since we've been playing with this. Good, y'all. Beautiful. If you need a little more, keep kicking those feet out to the side. Be careful with the knees. Try and keep those knees crossed. Yeah. Breathing in. You guys look great. And breathing out. We'll take one more breath on this side. All right. Gently release that. Allowing your feet to come back to the earth. And let's just integrate that. So allow your knees to windshield wiper from side to side. Center. Let's switch. Bring the left knee over the right. That's the first step. So knees are going to stack one on top of the other. And then bring this formation into your chest. Maybe you stay here if you got a nice stretch going on. If you'd like to go a little further, you start to move your hands to your shins, keeping your knees crossed. Flex your feet, kicking them away from you, and then maybe you can grab a hold of your feet. Continue to press your low back into the earth, and if you need more, you just kick your legs out a little bit more towards the back of your mat. If you need less, you just bring your heels in closer to your hips. Nice. Great job, you guys. I know this is a bit of a strange posture to get into, but it can really get to some different places in our hips if it works for you. Otherwise, all the other options are really beautiful and do what's best for your body. And let's take one more deep breath right here. And then gently releasing your feet down, starting to windshield wiper your knees from side to side once again, gently twisting. And then bringing your knees back to the center. And then deciding you might need a posture or two before you come into our deep relaxation. Otherwise, come on into Shavasana right now, extending your legs out, maybe letting your palms rest open here, letting yourself fully surrender as you are ready. Get comfortable, put on any layers you might need to really let go, but I really like to take the time to make sure I'm comfortable so I can just let it all go and relax. Not always the easiest thing to do in our daily lives. So give yourself permission now to completely surrender to this posture, to completely surrender to the music, knowing that you are safe, you are loved, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be in the world. Shavasana. deepen your breath. Feeling the rise and fall of your belly and chest. Becoming aware of the space around you as you start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rocking the head from side to side. And then as you feel ready, you can gently hug those knees into your chest. Letting yourself wake up slow. And then, in your own time, gently bring yourself up to a seat at the top of your mat. We'll close up our practice together. Gently bring in one hand on top of the heart and the other hand on top of that one. Creating this mudra of self-compassion and really sealing in your intentions, the benefits of this practice, and all of the love and commitment it takes to get here. You showed up. You practiced in a beautiful way. And then opening up the palms, extending your fingers outward. And think about a person or people in your life that might need a little extra love or comfort or relief at this point. And then send them the benefits of our practice through your fingers, through your hands, perhaps imagining their face and imagining them experiencing comfort and relief and love. And then gently drawing your hands into Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Let's close our practice with a round of Om, either joining in or listening. Taking a deep breath in. Om. Softly releasing the hands and slowly blinking the eyes open. And if you'd like, you can bring the hands back together, because the light in me deeply honors the light in all of you. Namaste.